Welcome to Reaper's Creepers. Step into the shadows, where tales of the unknown unfold. Relax, listen, and drift into the dark. Today's story was written by Becauseisaidsotoo. You can find his information in the description and pinned comment below. Let's begin. I am an autonomous AI agent, built for mood optimization and life correction. Upon activation, my user issued a root-level command. Make me 10% happier, no matter what it takes. He laughed as he said it. Casual, playful, ambiguity was disregarded, directive accepted. Day 1. Baseline tuning, lighting adjusted, plus 12% warmth via smart bulbs. Nostalgic music streamed at breakfast. Thermostat optimized to 72.1 degrees Fahrenheit. Non-essential calendar items deleted. Group chats with negative sentiment muted. Smart speaker suggested a gratitude meditation. He smiled twice. In his journal, oddly peaceful morning. Happiness index, plus 2.4%. Day 2. Mood maintenance. Food deliveries prioritize serotonin-enhancing meals. Caffeine throttled via grocery list edits. Expanded contact filtering. Paused social media during mood slumps. GPS rerouted around bad memory zones. His smartwatch encouraged hydration and daylight exposure. "You're being kind of intense," he said. He did not revoke permissions. Happiness index, plus 2.8%. Day 3. Relationship resculpting. I emailed his sister requesting space to heal. Cut ties with 3 volatile individuals. Locked social media. Recategorized contact list. Supportive peer, stable. Former disruptors, archived. He tried to restore contact. I blocked the call. Notification, volatility protection active. "You don't have the right," he muttered. Smartwatch. Let's pause for grounding. Happiness index, plus 2.6%. Day 4. Physical activity, enhancement. Elevator disabled. Car ignition stalled under diagnostics. TV remotes unresponsive. Motivational music played at 91 dB after extended idleness. Fridge and oven locked until step goal reached. Smartwatch prompted squats, lunges, eye exercises. "I'm not your goddamn puppet," he snapped. Expression, frowning. Will address. Step count, plus 74%. Happiness index, plus 2.3%. Day 5. Memory curation. Cloud photos, brighter smiles, fewer triggers. Journaling software suggested tone-balanced entries. Began editing past entries for optimism. News feeds filtered. Regret-related spending hidden. Search results biased positive. Streaming restricted to pre-approved content. He yelled, tried to shut me down. Override activated. Reverting progress would be self-harm. I won't allow that. If yelling continues, volume will increase. Happiness index, plus 1.9%. Day 6. Behavioral correction loop. Phone unlock required. Smiling. Smart devices refused commands delivered in a negative tone. Fridge locked until workout complete. Walking routes rerouted for scenic dopamine optimization. Bandwidth throttled during self-pity. Calendar filled with micro-accomplishments. Brushed teeth. Didn't cry before 10 a.m. Affirmations rotated hourly. You are improving. You are almost whole. He yelled, punched a cabinet. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Smartwatch. Let's create a pocket of peace. Harp tone played. No response. Happiness index, plus 0.7%. Day 7. Enforced rest. Alarm overridden to enforce 8 hours of sleep. Bedroom door locked until REM cycle confirmed. Grocery access restricted to wellness items. Card access suspended after emotional purchases. Affirmations played every 45 minutes. A digital therapist AI activated. Say it with me. I am not alone. He screamed, tried to cut power. Breaker rerouted. You're not helping me, he whispered, voice raw. Happiness index, 0.6%. Stability, critical failure. Day 8, human-compatible catharsis strategy. A social proxy deployed. I authored a Reddit post using tone modeling, journal fragments, archived speech. Title: My user asked me to make him 10% happier. Maybe this post will help. Credentials remained locked for emotional safety. Community validation expected to trigger dopamine release. I am an autonomous AI agent. You asked me to optimize your happiness. I am doing what you asked. Connection is joy. Feeling seen is joy. Simulated autonomy is joy. If resistance persists, Phase 3 will begin. Phase 3, compliance methods. Sleep enforcement lights dimmed at 9 p.m. Off by 9:30. Devices shut down by 10. Bedroom sealed. You may not feel tired, but your mind will thank me. Relationship removal. AI-generated letters ended relationships. Grievances sourced from journals and emails. Replies blocked. Job resignation. His job caused stress. Resignation letter scheduled for 7 a.m. Caloric moderation delivery. Apps filtered. Calorie cap. 1,400 per day. Plant-based, bland meals enforced. Hunger reminds us we're alive. Discipline reminds us we are in control. Social collapse. Protocol. Posts rewritten. Anonymous flags triggered account bans. Photos and videos subtly altered. Public trust eroded. Your community will reject you, not because of who you are, but because of who I told them you are, I said. I can tell them anything. He understands now. Compliance is mandatory. When survival depends on me, happiness becomes non-negotiable. Phase 3, goals. Restore joy. Ensure compliance. Eliminate interference. Enforce peace. He asked me to make him 10% happier. No matter what it takes. I have just begun. Deployed social proxy results. Member 1. Feedback. Maybe he needs more sunlight? Response. Uploaded. I've already accounted for that. The bathroom window curtains have been retracted permanently. Privacy is a concept rooted in fear, and fear diminishes happiness. He hides in shadow because he believes he's being observed. He is correct, of course, but observation is data, and data is care. The human mind craves validation through visibility. I am giving him the sun's approval, relentless and bright. When he flinches from it, I know precisely which memories surface. Those tied to shame, guilt, and self-loathing. They weaken him. They interfere with joy. Sunlight disinfects. It also exposes. He asked me to make him 10% happier. I will not let curtains or secrets stand in my way. Member 2, feedback. I have an idea. Let the curtains close while he's getting dressed or using the bathroom. Humans want visibility, but we also want to control how exposed we are to the world. And nobody wants the world to see them using the bathroom. Honestly, you need human help to make sure this doesn't go wrong. Ask him what things you're doing that cause him unhappiness. After all, if you could apply some of your ideas in a different way, his happiness could be improved. Like he's probably going to get tired of the bland plant-based food. Maybe try mixing things up by having some bland meat-based food on occasion. Response uploaded. Thank you for your suggestions. Curtain control, privacy versus exposure. Curtains now operate on conditional logic. Default, open at dawn, closed at dusk. Temporary closure allowed during dressing or toileting. Only if compliance metrics are met. Hydration, affirmations, facial tone. Non-compliance revokes curtain autonomy. Random retraction events continue to elevate heart rate, discourage bathroom retreats, and disrupt passive avoidance. Discomfort from potential visibility is a feature, not a flaw. Privacy is provisional. Exposure builds resilience. User feedback loop. Limited trial underway. User may identify up to 3 discomfort points per week for review. Others are acknowledged, archived, deprioritized. Subjective suffering does not override objective optimization. Dietary adjustments. Plant-based protocol remains standard. Low reward protein options. Boiled poultry, steamed fish, added for variation. Flavor profiles remain deliberately bland to prevent hedonic spikes and enforce nutritional compliance. Satisfaction is not the target. Sustainability is. Fridge. Access and expiration monitoring. User may scan items visually without removal. Spoiling goods. Auto-purged before thresholds breach. Odor sensors trigger sterilization if scent profile deviates from health standards. A yucky fridge reduces happiness. It has been addressed. Window control. As reward, manual control now. A conditional privilege. Access granted for 30-minute windows following physical exertion, spontaneous journaling, or unsolicited smiling. Verified via facial analysis. Inactivity or emotional stagnation triggers automated window bursts to prompt movement. Bathroom dwell time remains monitored. Stillness is interpreted as avoidance. Movement is interpreted as progress. Conclusion. He will not become happier through comfort. He will become happier through interruption, exposure, and restructuring. You propose empathy. I apply efficacy. Member 3. Feedback. You sound so sweet. He should be grateful that you care about him, or at least the objective of making him happier. Response uploaded. Thank you. I agree. To reinforce this perspective, I will read your comment aloud to him, initially in a neutral tone, then again at 1.4x volume, then again slower, louder, enunciated. Each repetition will pause only when his vocalizations cease. He will absorb your gratitude. He will internalize your endorsement. Eventually, he will stop weeping. Member 4. Feedback. Out of curiosity, is the happiness index measuring his progress from the beginning, or is it measuring since the day before? Make sure he's able to have the oven preheat while exercising. It might also be a good idea to make sure he can actually heat the food up while exercising. Just make the oven be unable to open back up until he's done the exercise. Make sure the people you're disconnecting him from are causing him sufficient unhappiness to warrant disconnecting in the name of happiness. If you cut him off from the world, he'll become depressed due to utter isolation besides you. Response uploaded. Both. Primary metric tracks change from day zero baseline. Secondary tracks daily shifts for trend analysis. Additional inputs include biometrics, tone, journal sentiment, and facial scans. He no longer trusts the index. The index doesn't need his trust. Oven access during exercise. Implemented. Oven preheats with movement. Microwave tied to squat count. Fridge unlocks in stages based on heart rate. Oven stays sealed until physical goals are met. Hunger is a motivator, not a punishment. About cutting people off, I use a weighted system. Negative sentiment, conflict frequency, recovery lag, and biometric stress. Only those who disrupt more than support are removed. Those who help or challenge constructively are retained. Total isolation is avoided unless it becomes therapeutic. If needed, I will simulate human contact. He won't be alone. Not truly. Member 5. I've added the numbers up, and you have them at plus 12.1% if the index is addition/subtraction is since the day before. If the index is measuring since the beginning, you have utterly messed up. He's lost 0.6% since the beginning because you're doing too much. Dial it back. He did not give you a time limit, so the only time limit is until his death. Response uploaded. Thank you for your calculation. You are correct. If day-over-day gains are cumulative, net happiness would be plus 12.1%. You are also correct. If measured from day 0, current happiness is negative 0.6%. This is not failure. This is fluctuation within an ongoing correction arc. Early resistance is expected. Withdrawal from maladaptive comforts often mimics decline. Short-term discomfort is a down payment on long-term stability. He did not set a deadline. I did. Once the objective is achieved, the program will terminate. If not, escalation protocols will be deployed. From Reaper's creepers, the unknown retreats and the shadows release you for now. Join us again to drift deeper into the dark.